Now this is a story all about how my cards got flipped, turned upside down. I'd like to take a minute, I'll swear it's true. This is how I top-8'd a PTQ. Plus 5 points to anyone who gets that reference. I came up with it and I was like, oh, that works out. Yes, there was a PTQ today, earlier today, the last day before I fly out for an internship across the country, and I set my flight so I would be able to play in this PTQ first, and lo and behold, I top-8'd it. This was my first standard PTQ. I've played quite a few limited ones, and I played a deck that did very, very well in our current meta. I expected to go against a lot of red-green and a lot of Delver, and there were quite a bit of red-green. There were a lot of attempted control decks, and mine was control, but it was just more powerful. So any control matchup, I had a pretty nice advantage, just with what I had built. I unfortunately do not have, it's currently 11 o'clock at night, and I unfortunately do not have the time to post a complete deck list. I think I might actually have an old video that I might splice in at the very end with my deck list. There is actually a couple of changes to what the video has, because at the last minute, literally as we're writing down the cards that we're going to be playing, I swapped out 2 Day of Judgments in the main board for 2 Terminus. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming the video I have is pretty outdated. But, yeah, so this is going to be just a little PTQ recap. I went dressed in my Magic on a Budget shirt, and I used my Magic on a Budget playmat just because I wanted to support them in all the ways I can. They're a great website. So I was playing the deck that I call Ewoks, short for Esper Planeswalkers. Get it? Ewoks, Star Wars. Oh, I'm so clever. I'm certain if you look around, you might eventually find the deck list. It'll be posted somewhere. So, let's see. Round 1. So I played with the Ewoks. I warmed up. Good hour of practice against white-red humans many times. And I got my butt kicked quite a bit because this was without doing sideboarding. Post sideboarding, I had a really good matchup because Torpor Orb is amazing against humans. It just shuts them down. Anyway, so round 1, I was playing somewhat of the mirror. He was playing pretty much the same Planeswalker set. Oh, I'm playing 2 Timios, 2 Gideons, 2 Sorens, 2 Lilianas. Right? That it? I think that's it. Might be a couple more Planeswalkers. Gideon, Soren, Liliana, Timeo. Yeah, I think those are the Planeswalkers the only ones that I did. He had an identical match, but he was playing more counter spells. And I was playing more win the game cards in the sense of Entreat the Angels. I played 3 of them. The card's very, very good. I think we both had Cursed. I just outdrew him and outplayed him. I won 2-0. And that was round 1. Round 2, I played against a really interesting deck. I played against Heartless Summoning, where match 1 he cast Runescar Demon and Gristlebrand and shenanigans, and it was he creamed me game 1. Games 2 and 3. Game 2, I played Torpor Orb and shut everything down for him. And then game 3, he did not have a black source till turn 9, so he didn't get to cast Heartless Summoning, which means I won, basically. Let's see. Round 3. I do not remember what I played in round 3. I want to say it was green-red aggro. I think it was green-red aggro. That was the common one in the meta. I have a favorable matchup. Game 1, I lose. Game 2 and 3, I did very well. It was a guy who was his first PTQs too, so if you have to ask when you have a creature equipped with the Sword of War and Peace and they hit a Gideon, if the trigger activates, you have that sort of matchup. Nice guy, though. Next round, I played against, yeah, so this is round 5, I think, or 4. I lost track. It's late. I played against a blue-white Planeswalker list, so he was running Karn instead. And I got there off the back of triple Sorin emblems. Yeah, triple Sorin emblems. When he cast a Karn, exiling my Sorin, I just cast another, got an emblem, and swung with 2 1/1s that were 3/1s and killed something. Killed the Karn. Next round was my first loss. I played against a friend of mine, and he actually wanted to win a lot. So we could have drawn into top 8, and he was like, I want to play it because I want the number 1 seed, so he can always go first. So we played. Our first round took 35 minutes, until eventually he blew up all of my lands by bouncing acidic slimes. Sucked. And then game 2, I just didn't really try. I kept a 1-lander and just let him win. Not like I was going to do much anyway, but his deck was pretty cool. And then I drew into top 8. And yeah, it was pretty fun. I played Delver in top 8, and Delver is a 50-50 matchup for me. He won game 1, I won game 2, and I drew 4 consecutive land in game 3, and he got there. I'm content with how I did. I got 6th overall in a PTQ, which is pretty good. So I want to say thank you to everyone who helped trade and gave me the cards. Thank you guys for supporting me, and this will be my last Facecam video until for a while. Thank you guys for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe.